And the next match is coming up will be mixed doubles, which is Goh Sun Wat and Siwan Lai of Malaysia against ARENDS and PIEK of the Netherlands. And here we have the mixed doubles draw, and as you can see, it's all moving towards the winners of this match. Might go up against the top seeds, Zheng Siwei and Wang Yachong of China, as we've just seen them play the first match of the day. But we will focus on the match between Goh Sun Wat and Siwan Lai of Malaysia against ARENDS and PIEK of Holland. And the present ranking for the two pairs is 7 for the Malaysians and 20 for the Dutch pair. Here we have the Malaysians, Goh Sun Wat on the right now, and his partner is Siwan Lai. They just won the Singapore Open, and here the head-to-head between the two, and the two Malaysians are 1-0 up, where they played the Malaysian Masters in January this year.
Red for you. Red. Serve. Who will serve? Shimon. Yeah. I will receive. Yeah. Okay.
So the Malaysian won the toss and chose to serve. And Siwan Lai is the one that's going to start serving. And we will soon have the profiles up here of the players and give us an opportunity to talk a little bit about them. But the two players here in blue from Malaysia had a very, very nice win in Singapore, where they beat the Olympic champions from Indonesia, Ahmad and Natsir, in that final, which was played just 2 weeks ago. And here we have Siwan Jamie Lai, age 24, 169 centimeters high, and the ranking is 7. They have been as high as number 6 in the world, and that happened on the 5th of July this year. Goh Sun Wat, the partner here, age 27, a former men's singles player, is 179 centimeters, and the same ranking applies as to Siwan Lai. The highest he got in the men's singles was 42 on that world ranking before he was given the opportunity to swap to mixed doubles. And the first round, the two Malaysians had a bye, so that means that they did not play yesterday. Their opponents, on the other hand, had a match yesterday. And here, Selena PIEK in the picture, 26 years of age, 166 centimeters high. The ranking is 20 at the moment, and they have been as high as number 12, and that happened in 26 November 2015, so that's quite a while ago. Partner here, ARENDS, 27 years of age, and 186 centimeters, and once again, the same ranking applies. And as I mentioned earlier, the two Dutch players had a match against the American pair yesterday, where they won in just 18 minutes. So the Dutch pair won a bronze at the European Championship in 2016. They also competed in the Olympic Games in Rio 2016, but did not get out of the group stages. And in 2017, they won the Scottish Open. Where you have to say that the pair here from Malaysia have been far more consistent in the big tournaments this year. They have reached 3 quarterfinals, 3 semi-finals and 2 finals in major tournaments, which means that it's Super 300s and upwards. On my right, and here the umpire from Denmark, Kurt. And the service judge is Kasahara from Japan. So we're ready, love all, play. But there is no doubt that the Malaysian combination here should by no way think that this match is easy. The Dutch pair can, on occasions, really lift their game and make it extremely difficult. And this shot looked a little bit like a nervous shot, but as I mentioned earlier, it's not easy when you have to play your first match and your opponent already have played a match before this. Settling in, getting better, it's a bit more tricky going straight in. That's what the Malaysians here are doing. Fall in on the back line.
Service over. 1, 2.
Play here by Siobhan Lai, making sure that she's keeping that control of the net with the block shot and eventually getting into it and finish it. So it's all square, 3-all. The two Malaysian here talking, just making sure that they are on the same page. That's good pressure from the Dutch pair here on Siobhan Lai. And she did not survive it. 5-4 for the Dutch pair, PIEK and ARENDS. As I said earlier, it's a very experienced pair from Holland. They have played 16 tournaments on the world ranking. They've been close to top 10 in the world.
Hey.
And in the Thailand Masters this year, they lost to a pair from Thailand in the quarterfinal, and in the Swiss Open, the Super 300 tournament as well. They lost to Lamsfuss and Hertrich of Germany in the quarterfinal as well, but that was 25-23 in the third game. Lucky net caught here by Siobhan Lai, bringing the score to 6-all. But still definitely not the pair that we saw winning the Singapore Open 2 weeks ago against the Olympic champions, the reigning world champions, and the world #1 ranked pair from Indonesia. They were flying on the court on that day, and here they're still a little bit unsure. They have to settle in, but for the first time they are up in this first game, 7-6.
Server 7-4. Service over 8-7.
Yeah, this is the weapon for the Malaysian pair. The attacking abilities here by Goh Sun Huat. Setting up nicely here by Siobhan Lai, but look at that cross-court smash. That's power and very, very close to the line. The Dutch pair here in the picture have played together for almost 10 years. They won the European Junior Championship in 2009. So they've been playing together for years and years. Contrary to the other pair, that the combination started very late in 2016, so they haven't even played 2 years together yet. Oh, that's really, really, really high. What a loose shot here by Siobhan Lai. Can't be happy about that. Try to have a look at this one. Wow, that's high. But Sun Huat almost got it back behind his back.
Service over 11-10 interval.
And here we have the confirmation of the mid-game interval scores. 11-10 in 6 minutes for the Malaysian pair. And head coach in mixed doubles, Bang Chi-Chang.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Hey! 11-10. Play.
To serve. Yeah, that's 2 weak shots by the Dutch combination here, and then completely, easily finished off by Goshen cross court.
12,
Drive.
10.
There is no one to cover that one. Left by Goshen here.
13.
Good spacious awareness here. Sort of settling in on court much better now. Starting to attack and leaving shots that he shouldn't take and so on. Shows much more confidence now. And once again here, another confident shot.
14.
Going flat
10.
back on that one, attacking it. And now the Malaysians are 14-10 up.
Oh. 15-10.
So this is actually where I think, in all fairness, that the Selena PIEK really have to rethink her strategy, because she's got to start challenging Siobhan Lai at the net as what she's doing here. Because at the moment, for the time being, she's always been playing shots away from her, meaning she's gone cross-court, played downwards, been running forward, and so on. She's always sort of been out of the equation and leaving it for the partner. She's got to be much more actively involved.
Service over. 16-11.
Call out on the service line.
Service over. 12-16.
Good follow-up there by Sun Huat.
Service over. 17-12.
Malaysian pair, he had a very good start to 2018, but since the German Open in March, it has been a little bit disappointing, apart from the fact when they suddenly shot up to the very top at the Singapore Open 2 weeks ago.
Service over. 13-17. Service over. 18-13.
Pandai boleh tutup ya.
Oh, what a miss here by Jaakko ARENDS. Really a great opportunity. It was set up nicely from his partner, but that was a miss. Big one. Something you cannot afford when you play international badminton. Yeah, right between the two players, which means that game point has arrived.
Game point 13.
20, game point 13 for Malaysia. They were struggling a little bit in the beginning of this first game, but since then they have picked up really well. And that's going wide.
Game.
And first game goes to Malaysia, goes from Huat and Siobhan Lai.
21 Jimmy, LAI, 21-13.
And As you can see, this one going out on the sideline, 21-13.
Yes, we have to be a little strict on what we're doing. So we have to place it to her short backhand, and we have to also push her back. I think we are not really flicking her. Push her back, keep her back, and find the opening pockets there, because then he cannot take everything. If he's stepping in, then we just lift again to her. If you are often a little bit in your hand position, he pushes you, he's not giving you time.
The Malaysian pair here in the picture had an awesome start to their partnership in late 16, winning the Malaysian International Challenge, and then went on to win the Scottish Open, a Grand Prix tournament, also late 16.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20
From
seconds.
there, they've been working their way up the rankings, and as we saw earlier, all the way up to number 6.
Second game, love all.
So it's been a successful conversion for Goshen Huat from men's singles to mixed doubles. Yeah, nice block here by Siobhan Lai. Finding that mid-court area just between the two players, and no one really to follow up on it. Both of them waiting for the other one.
Two love.
Yeah, good defensive skills here by Goshen Huat. And then we have the block shot and the cross-court attack. Yeah, good play by ARENDS there. Very clever lift. But the attacking abilities are really letting him down. Good opportunity here for ARENDS.
Service over. 1-3.
Please stand in net here, Selena. Come on.
2-3.
And the two coaches from Holland, Jonas Lyduk and Kent Madsen. Actually, both of them coming from Denmark. Yeah, good defensive shot here by Selena PIEK. Goshen Huat really up there adding on a lot of pressure, but missed that one. So a good little comeback. 3-3 it is.
Service over. 4-3.
Once again, confusion at that mid-court. That's good recovery. That's bad luck. That's really bad luck by ARENDS there. It was a good option to go cross-court. Very nicely saved, unfortunately for him. Look at this. It's just taking the top of the tape and not going over. Some tight net shot exchanges here. Malaysia came out on top.
6-3. Service over. 4-6. Out. Service over. 7-4.
It's a little bit too easy for the Malaysian to catch Selena PIEK here. First on the back line she was caught, and then she had to move cross-court trying to defend this one, and her defense did also let her down. It's a little bit too easy to pin the attack on Selena PIEK. Here once again the block shot moving forward.
Service over. 5-8. Service over. 9-5.
Again, Selena PIEK was sort of attempting to go for that mid-court shot. This one here, this one, but she's not really getting there. And you know, she's got to be a little bit more decisive. She's got to take her chances. She's got to make her presence felt. And at the moment, she's very much out of the equation, and her partner, ARENDS, is playing most of the shots. And when she's then into the equation, then she's so often under a lot of pressure in her defense. Something that the two Dutch people really have to talk about, not only today, but also for the future.
Back on court. Six, 10.
Good flick serve there by ARENDS.
Hey.
Yeah, good challenge there by ARENDS, really challenging Siobhan Lai on that one. She could not control it and pushed it out on that back line. That was a good challenging shot there by Jaakko ARENDS.
Hey. 8-10.
big miss by Selena PIEK. She set it up very nicely for herself. Pressure on the backhand side of Siobhan Lai. Try to have a look at this one. It was a loose shot from Lai, but PIEK did not manage to finish it. Conservation here, 11-8 in 9 minutes.
This proactive about the service situation. It's good when the opposite overhand that you pull out because they come across every time. If he's doing the straight, then you step in. You keep chasing the short backhand and pull her back if it's possible. That's the main thing. Just be aggressive.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. 11-8. Play.
Good attacking skills here by the Malaysians.
12-8.
Getting a good start after the mid-game interval. So, 2 fairly easy points. And that's giving a 5-point lead here, 13-8. And the Dutch pair really have to watch out that the 2 Malaysians are not running away with it now. And as what the coach, Kent Masson, was saying in the mid-game interval, I think it's important that the Malaysian pair gets into some sort of attacking situations, because at the moment they're just defending, and that's not the way to win.
9-13.
They have to be a lot more aggressive.
Service over. 14-9. Service over.
Good return of serve here by ARENDS.
10-14.
Serve not the best of serves, but still it's very important to be aggressive on that return of serve, which he did so well. And this is some of the things that you have to be very careful with a fast player like GOH. Not only fast, but he's got a very good smash as well. So the Malaysians in a very comfortable situation, 21-13 in the first game, and now 15-10 up
15-10
in the second.
Service over. 11-15.
Long on the back line, that's very unfortunate for the
Service
Malaysians.
over.
Played that
12,
really well,
15.
played it into the gap. This is the one, but ARENDS is leaving it.
Fault. Service over. 16-12.
Still surprised that they haven't done a flick serve on PIEK, because she's coming forward quite well on that return of serve on the low serve, but she hasn't really got a lot of power from the back line, which means that a flick serve might be a very elegant weapon. Good play by PIEK there, finding that deep corner. But I think we have a challenge.
Challengers called in.
The shot is called in, as the umpire Erik Kurt from Denmark is saying. Quite difficult from up here to see it, but I have a feeling that that challenge might be unsuccessful. And in it is.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 13-17. Play.
And then serving in the net, you definitely cannot afford that.
18-13.
Giving points away that easily, and you're trailing 17-13, and now 18-13. Having lost the first game, the Dutchmen really have to find some answers now. Going wide. 2 points away from victory. It's been a fairly easy match here for the two Malaysians so far. Won the first, 21-13, now 19-13 up in the second, and haven't really been tested at all.
Service over. 14-19. Service over. 20, match point 14.
Yeah, one match point saved here by the Dutch pair.
Service over.
15-20,
20.
but still have to save another 5 to stay in the match.
Hey. 16-20.
2 match points saved. And that's now when you don't want to serve into the net. Oh, what a miss.
17.
I can't
20.
believe that. I think it was so high that, you know, it completely fooled Go Sun Wat. And here it comes, 21-17. And the Malaysians win in 2 straight games, 21-13, 21-17. Not the best of matches, not the best of quality. I personally had expected a little bit more.
Match won by Go Sun Wat, Jamie Lai, 21-13, 21-17.
And here we have the confirmation of that second round. Go Sun Wat, Siwan Jamie Lai wins 21-13, 21-17 in just 31 minutes.